All right, welcome back. Let's actually pull up the SGX for a bit, quick mention, and then let me get in Mohit MIRCHANDANI as well, Head of Equity at Taurus Mutual Fund. Mohit, good morning. Great having you with us here in Profit. From a fund perspective now, how are you placed? We've got about an 8.5% cut on the frontline index from about 54-odd-100. Good enough levels to buy, or you're staying on the sidelines?
We've started buying. Actually, yesterday was the first day we bought a little bit. Just because, like I mentioned on your show earlier, it's not necessarily the Nifty that we decide whether to buy or not. It's certain stocks which we like. We thought they had reached decent levels. We feel they've bottomed out, at least in the short to medium term. And so we went ahead and bought a few names yesterday. So I think it is a decent time to start taking a closer look.
Okay, decent time to start actually nibbling into what you like in this particular marketplace. What sort of names? The frontline large cap names, blue chips, Mohit, I would imagine?
Yes, typically that's what we did yesterday. We were looking more at the large cap names. Some of them which have an index weight, so that matters too. And some of them which we just kind of thought we had missed out a little while earlier and felt we were getting it at a price worth looking at.
Okay, couple of counters I wanted to get a call on from you, just in terms of activity that's building up on them. Shardul, I'll get your view quickly on ONGC and then get JK as well. JK, actually, why don't you go first? ONGC, we reported and recapped here a few minutes ago that the APM gas price has been hiked. What's the activity on ONGC, JK?
Yeah, if you look at, we have seen ONGC, I mean, there have been build-up of position in the last couple of months. I mean, last 2-3 months there has been build-up, but we have seen the stock actually has underperformed significantly to the market. Though the positions were carried on and rolled over, we did not see any significant upside in the stock. I mean, the stock actually been underperforming the market. After this news flow, I think there could be some upsides in the stock, but as the positions has been huge, we do not see significant upsides as the rollover would take place in the next week. We would wait and watch how the rollover pan out. If the positions get rolled, then we can look at this stock for the medium term perspective, say for 3 to 6 months perspective, we can buy this stock. If the rollover actually happens, I mean, if there is 80% to 90% of the rollover actually take place in this stock for the next month, then one can look for 3 to 6 months perspective for going long position in this stock. So we'll wait for a week and see the rollover data in the stock and then take a fresh view in the stock.
Shardul, JSPL replaces Grasim in the Sensex. What's your reading on JSPL, Jindal Steel?
In case of the steel pack, we are actually negative. We feel that, on the BSE metals index as well as the steel stocks, all the steel stocks, we see clear weakness going forward. So on the charts, JSPL clearly looks weak. Probably around 5 to 7% downside from current levels cannot be ruled out. In case of Grasim, yes, we feel that, on the downside there is a little bit of support for Grasim. So we would look at buying Grasim rather than selling it at current levels. On the downside, probably at around the lower side levels of 2500, one can look at buying Grasim. Below 2500, of course, you need to place a stop loss because the stock will plummet if it goes below 2490, 2480 levels.
Mohit, Satluj Jal Nigam, the listing today got subscribed quite decently, about 10 odd times, I think. Did you subscribe to that in the issue? What do you make of the stock?
We stayed out of it just because we're not so sure about the whole hydropower space. The hydro might not be around, from every now and then, and so the power doesn't come out. So that's a space that doesn't excite me one bit.
Okay, that's pretty clear. Amongst some of those are pictures on your screen.
Pick up from where we left off in a few minutes. Right now, the news with Bharat Iyer.
This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV Profit.